Hello friends, welcome back to Picture Astrology. In this series of interpretation of planets through different houses for various ascendants, today we will talk about Sun in the ninth house for a Capricorn Ascendant horoscope. So when the ascendant is Capricorn, that means the number 10 sign is rising in your horoscope. Sun becomes the lord of 8th house because 8th house contains the sign of Leo. Now we know 8th house is always tricky to interpret, and lordship of Sun of the 8th house will definitely impart some of those undesirable qualities. But Sun is placed in the ninth house. Now ninth is one of the most auspicious houses. Many people think after the first house this to be the most important of the houses in the horoscope. So interpretation of this Sun becomes a tricky job because there is a negative influence of lordship of 8th house, but the placement is in one of the best possible houses. So how these two contradicting influences blend together? Let's see in this video. So before we start the analysis, let's take a look at all the areas of life or the houses which will be impacted by this placement of Sun in the ninth house. So as we know, Sun is the lord of Leo sign, which is in the 8th house. So 8th house related matters will be influenced. Sun is in the ninth house, so ninth house will definitely be involved. And from the ninth house, Sun will have a direct aspect on the third house. So third house related matters, which is your initiative taking ability, how courageous or bold you are, how quickly you are able to take decisions, your relationship with your brothers, sisters and other neighbors and friends. So all those areas of life will be impacted. So as a quick reference, I have just listed the high level areas which we talked about, which will be affected by this placement of Sun. Now, first of all, let's talk about the ninth house areas, and especially what is known as luck. So, Vedic astrology defines luck in various ways, and there are various ways in which you can define this term. In classical astrology, the Sanskrit word used is bhagya, and one of the first indicator of luck is considered as family of birth. Especially in Vedic astrology, in all the classics of Vedic astrology, ninth house luck, the one thing which always is associated with that is your birth in a good set of people. Now that is one thing which is completely dependent on your luck. You don't have any say on this as such. So what this Sun here says is, now when we say family of birth, Sun generally in ninth house is considered very good. However, it is lord of 8th house. So what this placement generally means, and we are talking about no other influence on ninth house, just this placement. What it shows is that the family of birth economically or financially may not be that strong when the person is born. And in terms of monetary matters, the person may not get the support from the family early in life, which generally he would expect. Now that is not because the family doesn't support him, but because that the economic situation of the family may not be that great. However, this Sun definitely shows that the family is well reputed or very well known in social circle for their good deeds. So this is generally, Because Sun is the Lord of 9th house, or because Sun is the Lord of 8th house posited in the house of luck, the very first symbol of luck is the family of birth, and this is what it signifies, that financially the person might need to struggle earlier in life, may not get full support financially from the family, but otherwise the family members are well respected. Now the other part of luck is what you make of what has been given to you. So this is what you get as soon as you take birth. But Sun here signifies that you make very good use of your effort and energies. See, Sun generally shows the very core of yourself. The aspect of Sun in the 3rd house, which is the house of courage, or in other words, it is the house of your initiative taking. Meaning it shows how enterprising you are, how resourceful you are, how well you can put your energies to good use and have a can-do attitude. You are not someone who will have a defeatist mindset. No, Sun here directly aspecting the 3rd house of courage actually gives you a very, very good attitude. You would rise in life with your own efforts, with your own courage, with your own enterprise, and you will add to the glory of your family. So this is what this Sun here in 9th house being Lord of 8th house clearly signifies. Now this does show that to bring upon your luck, or to be physically or financially successful in life, you will have to start from low. You will start a little low, but from your own efforts you will rise very high in life. Now Sun is Lord of 8th house. One of the thing associated with 8th house is suddenness. Anything which happens suddenly or in an unexpected manner. So it has been observed that after some initial hard work, when you start some of your own enterprise, some of your own business, with your own connections, with your own friends, there are chances of a sudden rise in your life. That Lord of 8th house, the 8th house lordship of Sun being placed in good house of luck, says that there could be sudden spike in your luck. Once you start putting in your effort, once you are fully with your heart and soul involved in your work, you can expect, or you can get sudden help from people, sudden uptick, and this is going to be more prominent if some other planets are supporting it. Say suppose Jupiter is well placed, Sun is held by Jupiter or by Mars, then those kind of sudden spurts are often seen with this kind of placement. So this is what it shows about your luck. Initially some trouble, some deficiencies, some lack of support, but with your own effort, because the 3rd house is involved, your enterprise can grow, and it will grow well. It will be a steady progress. Once it's not that it's not a jerky kind of life. It will what it means is, once you go up, you remain or maintain that status of your life. Now 8th house is also the house of your life force. It shows your longevity also, or your lifespan, but that in Sun's placement in 9th house is actually very good, but a lot depends on the placement of Saturn. So we'll not talk about your lifespan, though generally this placement indicates good for a long life. But another aspect of this 8th house thing is life force, or it's like a spark plug. When you have to start an engine, you need that first spark, which is provided by spark plug. And when Lord of 8th house is well placed in the 9th house, what it shows is that the person is a self-starter. Nobody needs to come and tell you that do this or do that, or you need to do something with your life. There are people who are lazy, who took many times people take time to find out the goal of their life. But with this kind of placement, with the life force or the spark plug of your life well placed in the 9th house, generally people with this placement have a clear mind. They really want to achieve something in life. They would desire intensely to be successful in life, and that aspect in the 3rd house will help. It will show that your enterprising abilities, not just that you think, not just you are a self-starter, but you will put that in practice also. You will start a business maybe early in life. You will you will start probably working while you are studying, because Sun in the 9th house shows good education, or at least an inclination or mindset towards education, which is very productive. You want to study, but because of your family situation, you might have to start work also along with the study, and you will do it very well. You are a self-starter. And when the Lord of Life Force is placed in 9th house, what it means is that you make good use of your life. You generally don't fall prey to negative tendencies in life or something which would waste your life. No, you want to make your life count, and it will be a life which will be not only fulfilling for yourself, but it will be a life well lived for your family members also, and also for the society. Later in life, you will definitely think about giving back to society, which is all due to Sun in the 9th house placement. Now, one of the suggestions which always seem to work for this kind of placement of Sun, because we know Sun has some negative qualities of the 8th house lordship, is that whenever you start anything in your life, take suggestions from your elders. Take your elders in confidence. Now, even if you don't like their advice, even if you want to do something which is opposite to what suggestions you get from your father or elders in the family, it's fine. Just remain cordial and respectful towards them. Try and explain to them why you are doing something which is not according to their wishes. But just being respectful, just listening to their comments, suggestions, advice before you begin anything will actually help you eradicate any of those negative influence of 8th house. Because what can happen is, the 8th house lordship of the Sun and aspect on the 3rd house can make you very edgy. You want to start something in life very soon. You want to do this, you want to do that, you might want to do 10 things in life. So having this mechanism of talking to elders in the family, especially 9th house and Sun both represents elders or your ancestors. So just taking their blessings, as I said, even though you want to do what you want to do, which is fine, but just taking their advice, giving them respect, making them feel important in your life will help you a lot in your life. So my dear friends, this was my quick analysis of Sun in the 9th house for Capricorn Ascendant. I hope you liked it. For more such videos, for more such placement of planets across different houses for different ascendants, please do subscribe to my channel, and until we meet again, bye bye.